Hey, 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 streaming starting soon. Streaming starting soon. Streaming starting soon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Streaming starting soon, baby. What's up? What's happening? Hello, you're watching How We Flow Today. TV. Hey, hi, how are ya? What's going on with ya? It's Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic. Where are we watching? ATL Traffic. You're watching How We Fly Today TV on a Sunday, January 4th, 2020. Well, I was going to say 2026. Where are these years going? My gosh. What is really going on? Time is flying when you're having fun. So I always start off with, hey, hi, how are you? Love, hugs, pats, all of that, all of that, and all of that. Heart eyes and everything. And yes, indeed, it's a love fest. It's a whole entire super love fest, baby. The super love fest. Um, we talk about how are you doing? How are we all doing? I always start, hey, hi, how are you? And, it's a common question. How are you? I'm going to write answers with a root memory response. Oh, fine, good. And we're in the HowWeFlow.Today community. I want to welcome you on board. Thanks for joining me today in 2026 as we're getting started on something new. Actually, I got a whole program that we're going to follow for this entire year. It's called the Self-Care System. And I'm going to just kind of highlight a little bit of it for you today, just go through the run through, and then we'll get into each it's a monthly something we do each month. We focus on different thing each month. So I'm going to run through what we focus on each month and get you acclimated to it so you can get ready to plug in, lock in, puzzle lock, and then it opens up the whole entire destiny for you. So let's get ready. Shall we? We shall. Okay, let's. So let's see here. Let me pull her up here. It's called, our resource is called, I'm Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lane, that's right. And our resource is called the Self-Care System. It's self-care strategies that will transform your life in a year. It's your year. I'm handing it to you. It's your year of self-care. It's your year of self-care. So here you go, right here. Where did you get it from? I made it myself. Here's your year of self-care. And we're going to put it all over us. I talked about build a body, build a brand, build a title on the previous video. Now we're going to talk about building ourselves up, building our way into our self-care, showing our love for ourselves. Self-care is not a selfish thing. And it's really the crux of the beginning of the rest of your great life, your best life ever. So I'm going to need you to plug in on it. I'll keep looking over here. I'm going to need you to plug in on this thing. Yeah, dig. So yeah, it's the self-care system. All right, let me pull it up here. I'm just going to get a quick run through. I ain't going to be here long. I'm getting a little hunger headache, so I'm definitely not going to be here long. Might be a dehydration headache. That's one thing we're going to talk about here in the self-care system. So, love, hugs, pats, all of that, and all of that. Let me see something here. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to deliver you the self-care system. We're going to be talking about it, communicating about it back and forth, and also I'm going to offer you this ebook. It's an ebook, sort of a way to get you into like a plan of action for the year 2026. We're already in January. I mean, we're January 4th. Let's get started. We're a little bit behind, right? Actually, we're never behind. You're never behind. Even if you dragged your feet and scuffed your shoes, trying to avoid doing what must be done, because sometimes we do, you're not behind. Just jump right in right where you are. Wherever you are, jump right in and start there. The whole thing is starting. It's not like, I got to start, I'm going to start. That's the same thing with resolutions. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then it drops off, it fizzles out. So what I have for you today is a system of self-care that's going to transform your life in the year 2026, your year of self-care. So let's get our self-care and our self-love intact. So anyway, I'm gonna make it fast because oh my gosh, I need to do a little self-care today. Again, self-care strategies that will transform your life in a year. Transform your life in a year. So it's a lot to think about, right? It's like you think about things in your own personal lifetime, probably going to be asked a few thousand times, or at least it'll seem like you are, how you're doing. And the thing is, when we get that question all the time, we tend to come up with uh, some basic answers. It doesn't carry as much meaning. Like someone says, hello, you say, hello. How are you? Fine. But are you fine really? That's the question. All too often we're busy, stressed out, and there's just too much going on in the day, and we're already short on time. Because let's say the seconds tick by, we go on and try to pretend like we're doing fine, like we're honest, probably not spending enough time, if we think about it, on the things that we ought to, meaning we're neglecting our self-care. You think self-care is not a big deal? Let me let you consider some of these statistics here, taken from various studies. Did you know 75% of people are chronically dehydrated? Okay, I got a drink over here that I already drank. I got like a corner of water left. Have my body armor. It's empty, and I'm getting a headache. It's probably a dehydration headache, right? I'm part of 75% of people. 75% of people. I'm not gonna be here long. I need a drink. Chronically dehydrated. So that's 3 out of 4 of us. Okay, is that you today? Could be not. Did you know 30% of Americans are overweight? Due to BMI and all that stuff. We're in the GLP-1s. Also heard something about they're going to do another way of deciding if adults are overweight. I think it's more like your waist circumference or something like that, which will mean so many more people will be considered overweight than those with just the body mass index rating. So those are things to think about that's coming up. But 30% of Americans are overweight. Dehydrated, overweight. 70% is on statistics. 70% of people feel like they don't get enough sleep at least once a month. How about at least once a week? At least once a day. I'm going to start early morning traffic again. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be one of the 70% that feel like I'm not getting enough sleep. And not once a month, I'm about once a day, right? We're going to get up at 2 a.m, leave the house at 3, start on the air at 4 a.m. again, right? So I've had since April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, it's about right. 9 months. I've had 9 months to sleep in. And guess what? It's a wrap. I got to get back up earlier than ever and go out the house. Before I was working from home. So now I'm going to work over at the station. So, hey, I'm going to be one of the 70%. And this is only, you don't get enough sleep at least once a month. That might be some of you who have a nice regular schedule. Those of us who don't have a nice regular schedule or have a super busy schedule, or you have things early and late and you don't get that full 8 hours or 8 to 10 hours, however people say you want to get, that makes you feel more refreshed. We are some of they. We are they. These are they. 11% having trouble sleeping on a regular basis, and have trouble getting to sleep or staying asleep. 75% of Americans are tired before they even show up to work. So let's say ding, the alarm rings, snooze, 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 and then finally, okay, I gotta get up, right? And I'm not talking about a get up at 2 a.m. job. I'm talking about if you had a 9 to 5. And let's say you get up at 6 or whatever time, 7 if you're really pushing it, 8 to get to work at 9. But if you're in a traveling area where the commute is over an hour, you might be getting up at 5. So you get up at 5, get to work by 9. And you're already tired before you even show up to work. 75%, 3 out of 4 of us are already tired before we even show up to work in the morning. Did you know that? 17% of Americans are anxious. Anybody have some anxiety at some level? Some have it very severe, where it's anxiety disorder. some just some social anxiety, some just some generalized anxiety disorder. So, and some just only in certain situations, just depends. 7% of Americans are depressed. We all get, well, I'll speak for myself. I get in that space sometimes. So if you just were like, from hearing the list of statistics, I got to tell you, you're not alone. You're not alone. We are, it's like we all are experiencing some of that. And all those things, the dehydration, the too sleepy, the anxiety, the whatever, all the different statistics I listed. And how are you? Fine. That's what we say. But no, we're not fine. Many times we're not fine. And my thing here for us in the community is that it's time we did something about it, because we're not fine. So let's figure this thing out, right? And that's why I'm bringing you the self-care system. Come on, practice the love, hugs, and pats. All of that. Hard eyes. If you have nobody to give hard eyes to, give hard eyes to yourself in the mirror. You love yourself. I love myself, right? I'm at peace, peace, peace. As my former student C would say in all of her different seminars that she holds to help people. So I'm at peace, peace, peace. So here in this self-care system, we're going to do something about the thing using the self-care system. It's going to be different habit, different thing that we're going to focus on each and every month. So we're going to be exploring the importance, and it's so important, the importance of self-care. Important to care for yourself. And self-care, remember, is not selfish. Because if you have nothing poured into you, you don't pour anything into yourself, how are you going to help others? You can't pour from the empty vessel. So to explore the importance of self-care, for those who may think it's not that important, also going to show you how to build new habits that are going to kind of help you to practice your self-care, right? So we're going to talk about that and a few other things. It's going to be a great year. This is 2026, the year of self-care for you and for me. And I'm doing it with my resource today, the self-care system, SCS, with Stephanie Stallworth. The S self-care systems, we'll call it SS with SS, self-care system with Stephanie Stallworth. Here, ATL Traffic Lady on HowWeFlow.Today. So there's that. So that is what we're going to do. So let me go ahead and roll through some of the things that we're going to cover. It's going to talk about it, and then going to show each month what we're going to focus on, so you guys can be ready for that. I got something on my mouth. So you got to be ready for all that we're going to do. All right. Let me see. Pull this away and pull this back up. All right. So it's the self-care system. All right, let's go to the next space. These are the habits we're going to cover. Okay. These are habits, one of these per month. The first one we're starting with is sleep for January. Sleep. We're going to learn about sleep. That's our January thing. So get that in your mind, because we're going to start on that thing. My next video, we're going to start on the sleep portion, okay? February, we're going to focus on eating right. These are self-care system and your year of self-care. This is your system for the year. At the end of 2026, you're going to be good to go, right? So start with the sleep. That's January. February, we're going to focus on eating right. March, exercise. Get that strength back up. Got cardio. Get yourself all together, right? Because March is going to be April in the spring. You want to be ready, right? So April, setting healthy boundaries. We've talked about boundary setting here in the community on previous videos. Setting healthy boundaries. It's so important. You're going to like that in April. In May, you're going to learn how to treat yourself. May is Mother's Day month, but it doesn't matter if you're mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, son, niece, nephew, whatever. You're going to learn how to treat yourself in the month of May. So January, sleep. February, eating right. March, exercise. April, setting healthy boundaries. May, how to treat yourself. June, going to practice gratitude. I'm so grateful. I practice gratitude each and every day. I just wake up saying, glory to God, put my feet on the floor, and thank God I got another day to get this thing right. But I'm always grateful, always grateful. It's just a great thing to be in the habit of being grateful. So please don't wait till January, February, March, April, May, June. Don't wait till June to be grateful. Start today. Again, you're going to have the ebook, so you'll be able to push through it. But each month we're going to focus on a different habit, but you'll be able to see it. So please start the gratitude today. That's June. July, get outside. Get outside in July. We're in the midsummer, July. Well, unfortunately, down here in Georgia, kids are going back to school in the end of July. But up north, where I come from, we didn't go back to school till after Labor Day. So July was the middle of the summer. We had just gotten out in June. But here they get out of school in May, and they go back at the end of July. But this July, wherever you live, we're going to be getting outside. Oh, we outside. We outside. We outside. We're going to be outside, right? That's July. So January, sleep. February, eating right. March is exercise. April, setting healthy boundaries. May, treat yourself. June, practice gratitude. July, we outside. August, learn something new. That's getting ready for school time anyway. September, relax and de-stress. October is work on relationships. November, be more mindful. And December is kind of, can't see it there. It says reflect. We're going to reflect back on the year in December. So that's our whole year. Let me go back. Again, sleep, eating, January, sleep. February, eating right. March, exercise. April, setting healthy boundaries. May, treat yourself. June, practice gratitude. July, get outside. We outside. And August, learn something new. September, relax and de-stress. Whew. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right. Got to do some of those deep cleansing breaths. Diaphragmatic breathing, which will relax the vagus nerve, right? Stimulate the vagus nerve to produce relaxation and de-stress. So sleep, January, eating right, February. I keep stopping, but here we go. March is exercise. April, setting healthy boundaries. May, you're gonna treat yourself. June, practice gratitude. July, we outside. August, learn something new. September, relax and de-stress. October, work on relationships. November, be more mindful. And December, reflect back on this whole year of 2026 because it's going to be so good. This is a self-care system, baby. It's a system. You can't just, how many of us start resolutions and stuff? And it's just like, we try to figure out how we're going to do, what we're going to do, how we're going to do. Well, if you don't have a system in place, you got to work with systems, right? If you have the system in place, you're going to follow the system that's proven to work, and you'll get where you're going. So those are habits we're going to cover. This ebook is going to be available to you for a beautiful download. You're going to read the entire thing up front and then take notes of what the habits are going to be. Like we just went over them, January, February, March, and plan ahead for the March, the April, the May. Go to the month we're currently in. We're going to start, well, if you're watching this as I post this video, we're watching it in January 2026, but wherever you are, again, start where you are. If you happen to pick this up in July 2028, then hey, you way outside. Start with July, be outside. We're outside. Go outside, get outside. So you don't have to start this in January. You start where you are. Also, another tip is choose what will be most helpful to you. Write it down, keep it handy, repeat. The repetition, right? Don't we get better the more we do something? And if you're learning to repeat the right things, you get better at doing the right things. If you're learning to repeat the wrong things, you're going to get better at doing the wrong things. Aren't you tired of doing the wrong things? We're experts at wrong things sometimes. It's time to be experts at right things and right things for us and right things for our own self-care. And that's all here for you in the self-care system that I'm handing to you on a silver platter. Okay. All right. So that's how we're going to use this book. Let's talk about January. Some of the things we're going to talk about for sleep. Get into the light. Drop the naps. Oh, I like a nap. No caffeine. Ugh. Forget the blues. Follow a bedtime routine. So important, right? This is all about sleep for January. We're talking about all of these things. Create the atmosphere, right? I don't know if my atmosphere is great for sleep here, but I try, right? But I'm going to learn some new things here in January with you. We'll do it together and we'll get that thing right. Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you having trouble sleeping? Sometimes I do. So when you have trouble sleeping, instead of just laying there like, oh, I can't get to sleep, they're saying for you to do this. Get up, try to relax, or adjust your bedtime. So we'll get into all the details about that. Again, January is our topic is for sleep. Our February topic is eating right, eating right. Move these slides over so you can see them. You can see those things. Oops, January sleep. February eating right. I'm only using one computer screen, so all my slides are not showing fully. My apologies. But I'll tell you what it says. February eating right. The universal truths. Hydrate. Oh my gosh. I think I am on dehydration city right now because my drink is empty. I bought this really huge, I don't even know how many gallons it is, that I'm supposed to drink every day. I haven't even taken the tags off yet to fill it up. So I think that's going to be what I'm going to focus on also. And I'm going to start that before February gets here. So the universal truths about eating right. You have to hydrate. Drink that water and mind your business. Drink your water and mind your business is the key for 2026. Focus on whole foods. I don't mean the grocery store. I mean whole foods. We'll talk about that. Drop the processed foods. Do I have any processed foods? Did I have a snack? What did I eat today? Oh, yeah, I had pizza today. But, I had my black eyed peas and collard greens and all that stuff. I had a ham. That's not necessarily processed foods. But we're talking about the gummy bears I eat at work, or the honey buns, or all little things to get my energy up, right? I'm going to have to find some natural ways to get energy up. Limit the sugar. That's all those things. We're going to work on meal times. And when you plan your meal times, whose schedule's so haphazard that everything's everywhere? It happens, right? Did I even eat today? I'm just going to get through one more thing before I eat. Yesterday I was at work doing traffic reports, and I didn't eat before work, and I didn't pack my lunch. So I was only working 4 hours. I didn't pack my regular lunch. So I went there hungry, and then I said, it got busy, so let me just get through these. And then finally, 3 hours later, I'm like, I'm hungry. I really need to eat something. So I got something out the machine, which I think I got 2 mozzarella cheese sticks, like, string cheese. I got potato chips. And what else I get? Oh yeah, I got a drink, Body Armor drink, strawberry banana Body Armor. And that's all I got. Oh, and I got some nuts, so sweet and spicy nuts. That's processed food, but that's what I got because that's what they had. And so, did I eat? No, I ate snacks, right? And then it was time to go home right after that. So I finished some snacks on the way home, and then got home, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, do the other thing, but I need to eat, and I didn't eat, and I did the things, and I said, well, let me lay down. Let me rest a little. But this time it's probably like, I don't know, 9 or going on 10. I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not going to eat. But then the hunger headaches start kicking in. My stomach was really, the growling, but it was like feeling like, oh yeah, I didn't eat today. I did not eat today. So talking to my dad late around that time. And he had just finished having something. And I said, I need to eat because I was trying to go to sleep, but I am more hungry than sleepy right now. First, I was more sleepy than hungry. Now that I took a mini power nap, I'm more hungry than sleepy. And in order for me to sleep tonight, I'm going to have to go get something to eat, or I'm going to have this hunger headache, and my stomach's going to be, feeling hungry, and all of that. But if I had meal times, because I have a haphazard schedule, I don't have like a regular 9 to 5. This, everything's the same every day. It's different every day. So even in the differences, I'm going to have to figure out how to set my meal times, how to set certain things. Whatever's happening, whatever day, If you have a schedule with different stuff all the time, you have to figure out how to set these meal times, how to set certain things in place so that you're on a routine, even down to the bedtime routine. Because how your day goes the next day is literally based on your bedtime routine. I mean, are you going to get out of the house smoothly? Or are you going to get out of the house like, oh, I forgot this. Like I didn't even make time to pack my lunch yesterday because my bedtime routine, I should have done it before bed. Pack a little this, I had everything, make the salad, gonna add this, gonna add that, had everything together. But I didn't do it. So that was a problem. Because the next day I'm like, oh, and I'm running out of time. Okay, I got to just go to work. Let me just go. I'll get something there. And then I worked 3 hours and not getting anything there and still hungry, and then got something and it was much junk. So these are the things. It's all of the things that you got to think about, right? Now, some of you are probably better at this than me. So, hey, you can send me some tips also, but we're just going to share this self-care system this year. We're going to be better for it. So that's just an example of meal times not being solidified for me. So therefore, if I know, I got to eat now, regardless, then I make sure I eat now. And if I have to eat now while I'm at work, I have to have packed something that's going to be healthy, not processed, not sugary, be whole foods, plenty of hydration. I'm looking at the list here, and eating at my meal times. Eat more often is the next one. Reorganize your cupboards. We're going to show you how to do that to make it effective for eating right and optimize for eating right. And then process your feelings about eating and about food and about, do you eat something when you're to comfort you? Is food a comfort thing? Is food for energy and nutrition for you? Is food for is it a celebration thing? Do you pull out all the stops on all the, they get a big this, big that, all the unhealthy things, and a huge dessert and huge ice cream and all those things? What is food for? What does it mean? What does eating food mean to you? You're going to process your feelings about food in February. So again, it was January, sleep, February, eating right, March, exercise each and every day. Talk to your doctor, get an assessment, create an exercise goal, create your daily routine. We talk about routines, mix it up. You don't have to keep doing the running every day or keep the walk every day. If that's going to get boring, try yoga, try, Tai Chi or some, what's the other thing? Pilates. I don't know if men want to do Pilates. You're going to do maybe some weight training, or you're going to do the treadmill, or the not the stair stepper. What's the other thing? The elliptical, or maybe the rowing machine, or maybe you'll actually go outside instead of being in the gym, right? And do your exercise. So hiking or stuff like that. So rock climbing, all those things, right? Rock climb for you, give you the reason for it. Maybe think of a song. You, Sade. Kept on thinking. Anyway, rock climbing. Mix up your exercise routine. Don't just Tuesday's leg day, whatever. And it could be that, but do different stuff so you don't get bored with it. But if you already have a great exercise routine, that one's going to be a piece of cake. March's going to be a piece of cake. Well, a piece of fruit for you. Chart your progress and reward yourself, and I'll help you do that. And then check in. Got to check in on the progress. We'll check in on each other in March. Next is April. We're going to be setting healthy boundaries, like cut. No, you can't go past here. You see the two sets of feet there, or where is it? On this side, yeah. The two sets of feet, and then there's a line in between them. That's a boundary between you and everything and everybody else. Create a list. Do a checkup. Create a better response when people push your boundaries. Practice being direct. We have a good friend from growing up, and once I was at my parents' house, and my brothers were there, and we all grew up together. We lived in the same house from babies up past 12th grade till we had kids, right? So all same people, same neighborhood, so lifelong friends. And so our friend was over visiting, and he said, something about at my wedding, or he was talking to my brother about my wedding, and I think they hadn't seen each other in that long, since my wedding was a long time ago. And then I think my brother said, yeah, and I remembered, I never got the chance to see you and say something that really helped me a lot. Something that you said. My brother said to our friend, You said something that really helped me a lot at Stephanie's wedding, at the reception. He's like, I did. He didn't remember it. Of course, it was years ago. It was, what, 90, 98? Yeah, 98, 08, 182, almost 30 years ago. So, and my brother said, I'm so glad I'm seeing you because I got to tell you this, because it was like everybody's going into the reception, get ready to go in the reception. And our friend was there and some other people, you know, the table, you see where you're going to sit, at the outside table, you see where you're going to sit and all that stuff, your assigned seating. And somebody asked our friend to do something, help with something, or do something, not like help that he wouldn't help, but do something. And he said, what is that? He said, no, I don't get in all that. I don't get in all that. I don't get in all that. And my brother said it helped him because, like, usually, like, okay, let me just do this, whether, you know, that's boundaries, whether I want to help or not. Of course, sometimes you should help, but sometimes, you know, maybe you have something else you have to be doing. He said, oh, I don't get into all that. I don't get into all that. And so he didn't even remember saying it, but he said, it does sound like me. But he said, I don't get into all that. And that's setting a boundary. Like, I didn't come here for that. Not that he was being, you know, a smarmy guest, but it just helped my brother to see it's okay to set some boundaries, and you don't have to go into a whole, what does it say? Number 4 says practice being direct. You don't have to go into a whole, I'm not going to do that because, well, and you got to make up stuff or come with a whole long, you know, explanation of why you're not going to do whatever and you're setting the boundary. He just said, I don't get in all that. I don't get in all that. And then he moved on. And that was it. And so you can set a boundary just like that. I don't get in all that. No. Well, I can't because no, I don't get involved with that. I don't get in all that. I don't get involved with that. I don't get involved with that stuff. Something like that he said. So practice being direct. Check yourself and your own boundaries. And are you overstepping boundaries with others? And are you creating boundaries for yourself with yourself? Do you always do something that's detrimental to your own self? Create some boundaries for yourself too. Do some analysis of how it's going. Drop the guilt. You can't be guilty when you can't do what people want you to do. When you can help, of course, help. But their failure to plan is not your emergency every time. And sometimes, if I have a failure to plan, it's an emergency for me, and I hope someone else finds it to be an emergency enough to help. But ultimately, it's on me, right? So drop the guilt about setting boundaries, because boundaries are a healthy thing. Not just any boundary, but again, this is setting healthy boundaries. And then it'll list some help. And we're going to help you here, and there's going to be people around you that can help you with all of that. So that was April. May, treat yourself. Get out and about. Make bathing an art form. I'm talking about the pillow, the bubbles, the moisturizing oils, you're going to have the candles, and you have the music or the whatever, the petals, whatever you want. It's an art form. You're going to treat yourself. You're going to just get in and hop out. No, let's take some time. Take your time. Get furry. Take up crafting. Perk up your surroundings. Make a difference in other people's lives and in your own life. Take up writing. Just start writing. You might have something in you that you don't even know. Give yourself a night out. It's part of treating yourself. Go somewhere new as part of treating yourself. Read something, treating yourself, and dream. And then set a plan of action to meet those dreams. Set the intention and say, thank you, Lord, and I'm going for it. And then you'll be there, right? May is treat yourself. June, practice gratitude. Start a gratitude journal. What are you grateful for? Say that you're grateful often. Write a note about your gratefulness. Couple gratitude with the mundane. What's the mundane thing that we have to do? Mundane thing I have to do is put gas in my car. But I'm grateful I can put gas in my car this week, right? Just be grateful. Basic stuff. And the more you're grateful with the basic stuff, the easier it becomes to be grateful for all kinds of other things too. Because if you can be grateful with the smallest little thing that people don't think about, you'll easily be grateful with the bigger things and the bigger blessings. Grab some affirmations, positive affirmations, heap that on yourself. I am worthy. I deserve it. I am smart. I am wonderful. I am kind. I am, whatever it is. I reach my goals. I practice self-care. Whatever, I got a bunch of affirmations also to add into that for June that you guys can use. Make it a group activity. Get with some folks, some friends, some neighbors, some relatives, whomever, your peers, your people, your text thread. And even if you don't get together regularly in person, still make a group activity on what we're grateful for in the text thread, right? Nothing wrong with that. We're already on the text thread, right? Volunteer. That helps you practice gratitude. Volunteer to help people who are perhaps less fortunate than you. Remind you to be grateful. July, we outside. We're gonna be outside in July. Green spaces, and this is so true. Improve your mood and your health. Go take a walk. It always makes you feel better. We used to be kids, and when we were all kids, I don't think parents say this anymore, but because kids don't even go outside, we would go outside all day, boy. It was not a punishment to be outside because we didn't have those video games and stuff in the house. And the only way you can connect with your friends was outside with them. We'd be outside early, especially summer. We'd be outside from the beginning of the day all the way till the street light comes on. And by the time you come in, your mom be like, "You smell like outside. You smell like outdoors. Go take a bath. You smell like outside." And like, what does outside smell like? Well, let's go outside and find out. Green spaces improve your mood and health. Take a walk and start to smell like outside. Dig in the dirt. Plant something. I mean, that besides grounding and standing bare feet on the ground, or even in the grass, dig in the dirt, right? Plant something. It's almost going to be spring. This is July, so you can start this in the spring. Begin to plant something, garden something. It could be flowers, but it also could be fruits or even vegetables. Simple to plant some seeds, get some tomatoes, get some peppers, get some spinach. They have lettuce, carrots. I think my son planted corn on the cob a few years back during the pandemic, and it grew some corn. But we didn't transplant it to the ground, so it only grew so much. But it did work. So, get some seeds, right? What I want to do is a lemon tree. So I'm going to get some seeds out of the lemon and then let them, clean them off, let them dry a little bit and go into some soil and see if I can get a lemon tree. Those Meyer lemon trees everybody has. I want those. But yeah, dig in the dirt. Nap. Oh, a beautiful little nap outdoors. Okay. So whether I'm in my outdoor chair or I'm on the outdoor swing or whatever, and you just sit there. But of course, around here, we got these big red wasps. I can't stand, so I got to have the screen down around it so they don't get in. But then I can relax and take a nap. It's just so good outside, right? It's going to be in the middle of summer. Try the farmer's market. They got some great farmer's markets around here. I'm sure most areas that have at least one, if not several, great farmers markets. Just Google farmers markets in your area. Go on a picnic. Going to go on a little picnic. Who's that? Yogi Bear and Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. Yogi and Boo Boo. I'm going on a little picnic basket. Take up. I shouldn't say bike riding. Bike riding. I'm gonna fix that. Create something. Get in the water. Water is so relaxing, right? And then at night, look at the stars. You ever look at the stars and we're so busy in the hustle bustle? You be in the city and you can't see the stars as well. But when you're out in the suburbs and there's not as much, street lights and building lights and all that, and you can see on a clear night the stars, it's a sight to behold, I got to tell you. Get outside in July. We can talk about that. In August, we're talking about learning something new. Watch a TED Talk. Learn a life skill. Read something meaningful. Play chess. Pick up new words. Enjoy new culture. Have a conversation. Take a class. I can't think of the name of the app. One of my students had an app, and it would give him a new word to learn a new word every day. And so he would bring a word into the class, and we learned this new word every day. I don't know. I probably could Google it and find out several apps that do that. But pick new words. Take a class, why don't ya? And then September. Look at these slides. I gotta fix these slides. I didn't make these slides. September. Who wrote that? I'm going to fix it for the next go around. September. Relax and de-stress. I can't de-stress when I'm looking at wrong spelled words. That's what bothers me, as you know. September. In September, whenever that is, you're going to relax and de-stress. Again, back to the breathing. Simply breathe. Breathe in, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. Breathe in, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. Breathe in through your nose, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. Breathe out through your mouth. All right. And doing that as diaphragmatic breathing, it stimulates the vagus nerve, which induces relaxation. Try it. Breathe in. Because sometimes people breathe in and their chest, their chest moves. So you put your hand on your chest and your hand on your belly. And when you breathe in, expand your belly because you're using the diaphragm, muscles in your diaphragm. And exhale, press to your diaphragm muscles down so your stomach goes down. Not your chest isn't moving with the breathing, your stomach is. I use it in broadcasting all the time. If you're a speaker, you use that all the time. If you're a singer, you use that all the time, performer, etc. But if you're not, do some diaphragmatic breathing. Simply breathe. Step back completely from everything for a minute. Take a sabbatical. Take a minute to breathe. To just cut that whole thing off. Set a boundary up. Like, I'm gonna go over here where none of this is going on. All the things in my life that I gotta handle. And I'm just gonna step back. Check your position. Meditate and pray. Remove the toxins. Detoxify. Plan detoxes. You can do the work. Oh, that's what we're about in this community. I keep saying, but you gotta do the work. You gotta do the work to become your best self. Sometimes we don't want to do the work. I lay all the great info out, and then sometimes people don't want to do the work, but they're just the doing the work step away from becoming their best self, living their best life ever, the life of their dreams, the life they don't take vacation from, their destined life, the life God created for you to live. If you would just do the work. Do the work. It's not for somebody else, it's for you. Take some personal time. Do something you love. Try some more exercise. Turn off the screen. Don't turn this one off yet until we finish. We're almost done. Turn off the screens and enjoy being with, this is another thing. There's so many good lessons that I have for you this year with this. Enjoy being with the right people. Enjoy being with the right people. You're with the wrong people, they're not going to relax you. They're going to stress you out. They are the cause of your stress. I'm choking up on the thing. They're the cause of your stress, these people. These places, these things. Enjoy being with the right people. Learn how to find who the right people are. You might have to change your whole circle, right? You know how you feel when you're around people. If you feel a little anxious around people, or you feel uneasy, you feel like you're on walking on eggshells. Some people are walking on eggshells that I know around here in this community, and you can't be living that walking on eggshells life. If your partner in your house makes you walk on eggshells, it's a problem. You can't be doing that. I lived that life for 13 years. You can't. When are they going to blow up? When are they going to be out of order? When are they going to, they're so nice now, but the next second they'll be, exploding, right? So you never really know. You're walking on eggshells, want to crack any eggshells. I want to just walk lightly and hardly make any impact or say anything. And can't even say what I want to say because they might blow up because that's what that is. Whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's just with friends, whether it's with people you know, or whether you're like that. You make people walk on eggshells. We got to be the right people and enjoy being with the right people. So work on being the right person and then work on finding people that are the right people. That's what we're doing in September. September. I gotta fix that. At least October spelled right. October, work on your relationships. If you're in a relationship, establish time together. Welcome each other home. Learn how to fight properly. We're not going to always agree. Have awkward conversations. You're going to talk about some stuff that's not smooth and comfy. It's going to be a little awkward, but you'll clear the air, right? We'll learn about how to do that. Celebrate the little things in a relationship. Stop keeping score, tit for tat. Well, I did that for you. You should do this for me. That's not giving 100 each in a relationship. It's not 50-50. If you're only giving me 50% and I'm giving you 50%, none of us is giving 100%. We're each getting 50 and we're each giving 50. We're not getting 100 at all or giving 100. You got to give 100 and your partner has to give 100. So don't keep score on who's giving what. or only doing it because they did it. That's a transactional relationship. We want unconditional love, not transactional love, right? So you want to work on the unconditional love, and let it just be in your nature to be that kind of wonderful person, and find someone who is just in their nature to be that wonderful person. If the person you're in a relationship with is not like that, try to see how y'all can work on that. If it's possible to work on it, then keep that thing. If it's not possible to work on it, or they're being toxic to you, I mean, I can't tell you what to do. But as for me, in my house, I had to get out. So much better for it. No one has to live in an abusive situation, whether it's emotional, mental, verbal, physical, financial, all those types of abuse. There's so many. Google power and control wheel. See if you do any of these things to exert power and control over people, or if you are being the victim of a power and controlling person. Some things surprised me on the wheel. I thought it was just like, oh, well, they're just like that. But no, it's considered domestic abuse. Okay? It's more than just hitting, more than just physical. There's so many ways. So Google power and control wheel. I've had it on some videos before. And you will see. And then start looking for those signs. If it's not in you and your relationship is great, maybe someone you know, let your kids know about it, because there's a lot of domestic abuse that goes on in these teenagers and young adults and stuff. Even seniors who are just used to being a certain way and taking it a certain way because the stuff wasn't called out back in the day. Maybe they could learn a little bit from it too. So power and control wheel. But yeah, stop keeping score in a relationship. Do little things and get physical. For you in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, do those things with the relationship, people. For you in a relationship, take care of the physical stuff. For yourself, remember who you are. It's what you have to do for yourself to be the right person in the relationship. To offer yourself as the best person, and have outside interest. Don't just be so hyper focused on the person, because then you lose yourself, right? So that's how we're going to do it in October. November, meditate, find a quiet, comfortable place. Close your eyes, clear your mind, get your prayers in. Do the diaphragmatic breathing to relax the vagus nerve, stimulate the vagus nerve, and induce relaxation. Got to ask yourself, do I need sleep? That was January, remember? Here we're going to be in November, and we're going to hope we master the sleep thing. You must learn breathing correctly. Again, diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe in, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. Breathe in, belly out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out, belly in. Right? Or through the mouth. So you must learn breathing correctly and know about mindfulness and keeping your connection God, and all that can happen just throughout your day. And it does, like everything, takes practice, right? Practice makes permanent. December, we're going to reflect, set aside some quiet time, December 2026. Ask lots of questions of yourself about, the journey that we had in the self-care system. Or ask me questions, or I'll ask you questions. Make a plan for 2027. Come on, we got to keep this thing going, right? If we're blessed to see all of 2026, we're blessed to see 2027. We got to plan ahead. We can't waste the time. We dragging our feet, scuffing our shoes, and all the time, I say, every second goes by. These seconds I'm snapping away. They're never coming back. What did you do with those seconds? These are kind of fast seconds, but all right, that's more like seconds. They're going by. These are like half seconds. They're going anyway. It doesn't matter. I did nothing with them but sit here and snap. So what did you do with those seconds, right? So these are the things you got to be asking yourself. Ask yourself those questions. Do some self-evaluation, some critical thinking about yourself. Self-reflect. And be honest with yourself about yourself. So then we're going to say, make a plan for 2027 and write the plan. Write the vision. Make it plain. Write the vision, right? Write it down. That's your vision for 2027. And then do this daily. Assess different areas of your life. Again, that's more self-reflection. Reflect daily by journaling. Write that down. And jot down ideas that come to your mind. Oh, you know what? I'd like to do so-and-so. Oh, it'd be a great idea if I did such and such. Well, that reminds me, I want to help so-and-so with so-and-so. So-and-so talked about such and such. I know somebody that can help them with it. Whatever you can do. We're trying to become our best selves ever. Live our best lives ever. Which is our dream life. Which is life that we don't have to take a vacation from, which is our destiny life, the life that God intended us to live, that he created us for, the people he created us to be living the life with. So we are fully in alignment with him, and we don't have to take a vacation from this life. Because, we just finished the holidays and people are like, oh, gotta go back to work. Tomorrow is January 5th. A lot of people are finally going to go back to work. How you feel about that? Are you excited about it? Or are you like, ugh, right? So we got to be thinking of how to become our best selves, I always say craft and curate the life that you really want. Whose life is this? Yours. Who makes decisions about this life, about your life? You do. And I told you about the power of the pen. Take the control of the pen back from whoever is writing your life, the narrative of your life. They can't write your story. You have the power. Take the pen back and write what you want next. Doesn't matter what happened before. It was a whole disaster area back there. Who cares? We were looking at forward. What's that? We did nothing with these seconds that just went past. What are you going to do in the next second, the next minute, the next hour, the next month, week, year, right? Or whatever, the next decade. You have to write it. And if there are people, places, or things in your life that do not align with what you're crafting and curating for yourself, because you can change your life at any time, then write them out of it. Just like you're writing the script of a movie and someone's in the first scene or the first 10 scenes, and then something happens and they're never seen again, because in the next scene, they're not written in anymore. They're not written in any more of the rest of the picture. So you can write people in your life and write people out of your life just like that. And again, it comes with boundaries and stuff. So, there's so much. I'm so excited about we're already in 2026. You believe it? Already in 2026. These years are going by so fast. And time goes by whether we do something with it or not. So that is what we are doing here. So again, we are talking about the self-care system. And I'm going to ride the journey with you for the self-care system. So yeah, there's a lot that we're going to do together here. And again, I'm gonna wrap this up because, oh my gosh, it's getting long. And I'm still thirsty. My drink is still completely empty. I have no partner here to get me a drink. My golly, I get my own drink. Honey, can you get me a drink? Nobody. Honey. Oh, you will? Thank you. Nobody. There's nobody. So I gotta go get my drink. So I'm gonna say bye to you guys, because you can't hand me a drink through the computer screen or the phone screen or whatever you watch this on TV screen. So I have to get my own. My mouth is dry. I got to hydrate. 75% of people are dehydrated. 3 out of 4, and I'm one of them. I might be 2 of them by now. I'm extra dehydrated. But we're doing the self-care system. Self-care system, people. Self-care system is where we are. And we're using it for 2026. And again, love, hugs, pats, all of that to ourselves. Give yourself a hug and a few pats. We're doing the self-care system with self-care strategies. We're going to transform our lives in the year 2026. It is our year of self-care. It's your year of self-care. I'm going to hand it to you here on a silver platter. So I'll tell you more about this resource and where to get it coming up in our next video. But prepare. Play this video back and write down all of the different things that we're going to be doing in each of these months. So again, January, sleep. February, eating right. March, exercise. April, setting healthy boundaries. May, treat yourself. June, practice gratitude. 5. July, we outside. August, learn something new. September, relax and de-stress. October, work on relationships. November, be more mindful. And December, reflect back on the year. So screenshot this. Start thinking about the things you're going to be doing, and then I'll share the resource with you coming up shortly in the next video, and we'll be ready to get started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get this year started off right. Come on now. I don't know if you made resolutions or whatever. Type them in the chat. If you made resolutions, type them in the comments section. Send me a DM with your resolutions or whatever you want to work on, which habits you're most interested in, which habits you got down pat, or you have tips for other people, or ones you need help with. Like, I need some other tips. I need tips for this. I don't get outside much at all, or I don't know how to relax and de-stress. What should I do? And we'll say, community, what should they do? And then you guys can also, it's an interactive thing. We're going to work together. It's interactive. You got me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. I cannot sing. You guys know that by now. But I love to sing. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. Heart eyes and everything. I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. And again, you're watching HowWeFlow.Today TV. And it is our community that's based on self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, and living your best life ever, which is your dream life, life you don't have to take a vacation from, the life God destined for you. You're living in your destined life. You're going to feel like it's your best life ever, and you always will win. So get in alignment with God, and we'll always win. We always win. Say it with me. We always win. We always win. Always. Give God some glory. We always win. My mom said, you say, God is in it. It's a fixed fight. There's no way that you will lose. So whatever I'm fighting right now, I ain't going to lose. God said what he said. It is what it is. I don't care who says what or what it looks like today. God's word will not come back void. He will not be mocked. So whoever's in my space, in my place, in my way, get to stepping. I don't have to move you. God's going to move you. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. There's some Goliaths out there. They're going to be taken down. They're going to be gone just by a little David like me. But I don't have to do it. God's going to fight my battles, because what he said is going to go. And if anyone's standing in the way of what he said, they got to go. They got to go. But anyway, we're back here to the self-care system. I got to care for myself. And part of me caring for myself is connecting with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Because he cares for me, right? Cast your cares on him, for he cares for you. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Let's get ready, get ready, get ready. It's a self-care system. And it's so much ahead for us here in 2026. So eventually when I say, hey, hi, how are you? Just instead of just saying fine, you'll be honest about it. And maybe eventually you will be fine. Or some days you will be fine, it's honestly fine. And some days not so great. Because you think people don't want to hear about you're not so great, but you're never the only one that's not so great. We always think we're the only one, right? But you got support in places that you'd be surprised at. And you're a support for people that will be surprised that you're a support, that you go through what they're going through. So that's why we share our stories, okay? That's why I share my stories here. So I'm just here to help you heal, here to help you live your best life ever. And I will see you guys, love, hugs, pats, all of that, on the next video. All right. So the self-care system, we can get ready to bring that to you very, very soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's see. Anything else I want to tell you? No, just thank you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And I'll see you soon.